Today we are going to see about organ system in animal. In that we are going to see two major heading. One is digestion and another one is excretory system. So now let us see about the process of digestion. So the digestion of the digestion of the food take place in the mouth. That is ingestion. What is meaning of ingestion? It is taking in. Okay, ma? Taking in means it is called as what, ma? Ingestion. From the mouth, it passes to the buccal cavity. There, the digestion of carbohydrates begins. So the buccal cavity start chewing. So this is the first process. The next, it enters into the pharynx. So here, the food passed from the buccal cavity to the pharynx. The next one is pharynx. Here, the food passed from the buccal cavity to the pharynx. And next one is esophagus. Here, in this esophagus, movement of food from the pharynx to the esophagus. Okay, ma? So this is about esophagus. Esophagus is otherwise called as windpipe. Okay, ma? So this is a muscular organ. It is having a small cartilaginous rings around it. Next, it goes to the after esophagus. It enters into the stomach. Here, digestion of protein takes place. Next, it enters into the small intestine. In small intestine, the food and the water and minerals are absorbed. The next, it is the large intestine and it enters into the anus. Here, it is sent out. From the anus, the waste particle is sent out and this process is called as egestion. Egestion means sent out. So from the anus, all the waste comes out. Today, we are going to see about organ system in animals and we are going to see about pancreas. So we have already started the human digestive system and we are going to see about the pancreas, the digestive glands. It is a lobed leaf-shaped gland situated between the stomach and duodenum. Pancreas acts both as an exocrine gland and as an endocrine gland. The exocrine part of the pancreatic gland secretes pancreatic juice, which contains three enzymes: lipase, trypsin, and amylase, which acts on fat, protein, and starch respectively. The gland's upper surface bears the islets of Langerhans, which have endocrine cells and secretes hormone in which alpha cells secrete glucagon and beta cells secrete insulin. The intestinal glands secrete intestinal juice called succus entericus, which contains enzymes like maltase, lactase, sucrase, and lipase, which act in an alkaline medium. From the duodenum, the food is slowly moved down to ileum, where the digested food gets absorbed. Absorption of food. Absorption is the process by which nutrients obtained after digestion are absorbed by villi and circulated throughout the body by blood and lymph and supplied to all body cells according to their requirements. Assimilation of food. Assimilation means the incorporation of the absorbed food materials into the tissue cells as their internal and homogeneous compounds. The final product of a fat digestion, fatty acid and glycerol, are again converted into fats, and excess fats are stored in adipose tissue. The excess sugars are converted into a complex polysaccharide glycogen in the liver. The amino acids are utilized to synthesize different proteins required for the body. The small intestine is about 5 meters long and is the longest part of the digestive system. The large intestine is a thicker tube but is about 1.5 meters long. Large intestine. The unabsorbed food and the undigested food is passed into the large intestine. It extends from the ileum to the anus. It is about 1.5 meter in length. It has 3 parts: caecum, colon, and rectum. The caecum is a small blind pouch-like structure situated at the junction of the small and large intestine. From its blind end, a finger-like structure called vermiform appendix arises. It is a vestigial, that is functionless organ in human being. The colon is much broader than ileum. It passes up to the abdomen on the right, that is ascending colon, crosses to the left just below the stomach, and it is called as transverse colon, and down on the left side, and it is called as descending colon. The rectum is the last part which opens into the anus. It is kept closed by a ring of muscles called anal sphincter, which opens when passing through stools. The undigested or unassimilated portions of the indigested food material is thrown out from the body through the anal aperture as a facial matter. This is known as egestion or defascication. Human excretory system. Metabolic activities continuously take place in living cells. All metabolic products produced by the biochemical reactions are not utilized by the body because certain nitrogenous toxic waste substances are also produced. They are called excretory products. In human being, urea is the major excretory product. The tissues and organ associated with the removal of waste products constitute the excretory system. The human excretory system consists of a pair of kidney which produces the urine, a pair of ureters which conduct the urine from kidney to the urinary bladder, where urine is stored temporarily, and the urethra through which the urine is voided by bladder contractions. If the waste products are accumulated and not eliminated, they become harmful and poisonous to the body. Hence, excretion plays an important role in maintaining the homeostatic condition of the body. Some of the excretory organs other than kidney are skin, which removes a small amount of water, urea, and salts in the form of sweat, and lungs. And lungs eliminate carbon dioxide and water vapor through exhaling. Skin. Skin is the outermost covering of the body. It stretches all over the body in the form of a layer. It accounts for 50% of an adult human body weight. There are many structures and glands derived from the skin. It eliminates metabolic waste through the perspiration. The human body functions normally at a temperature of about 37 degrees centigrade. When it gets hot, sweat gland starts secreting sweat, which contains water with small amount of other chemicals like ammonia, urea, lactic acid and salts, mainly sodium chloride. The sweat passes through the pores in the skin and gets evaporated, and this makes the skin cool.